Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Untitled Crypto. And tonight we're going to talk about when are we expecting Bitcoin to reach $800,000. Okay, I would like to bring that topic because we've been having days of very low movement, uh, and I keep opening the screen to show you guys. I usually like to hammer that in you. This is the 200 MA on the daily. Anytime we have the 200 MA, the 200, this is this line here, right? The white line here. This is the 200 right here. So every time we have this line, every time we have BTC below this line here, we're in bad problems. We're in a territory that we might call bear. Okay, this is bear territory. And let me just skip this because the thing is gonna show up again. This is not good. Every time we below this line, this is no good. And try to find new numbers here, all-time high above this level here, but at least to have BTC come on top of the 200 MA, it'll be great. Well, this is $50,000, guys. It's a way. We have ways to go, and this is basically one of the shoulders on this side. So 50, $50,000 is basically on one of the shoulders here. Remember, shoulder here, head, and shoulder. And this pattern usually you measure from the top here all the way to the bottom here, and then extrapolate this. So we're talking about that BTC probably, if you follow this pattern, I don't know how, if it does, it might come down to the 20,000, 23,000. That's if, okay? I don't think, first we have to come down here again and retest the $29,000, $30,000. Again, it might happen, it might not. BTC can easily do something like it did here, right? And start shooting up. And let me measure this again, guys. So this from this line here, the moment it came and crossed the 200 MA, the moment BTC crossed this white line here, then we move and count all this. From here to here is around 66 days, right? It's just starting, has a long way to go. I'm not saying that BTC has to go all, you have to run all this way here, all this many days and weeks, and then come up. Probably it's gonna be maybe a couple of weeks and then start shooting back up again. Or it might just flap and come back down again and retest $29,000, $30,000. We will see that. Remember, there's a lot of commotion in the country. There's a lot of issues overseas, Ukraine and NATO. All these things affect the Bitcoin. But now more locally in terms of finance, we have S&P 500 and Dow Jones. If they go up, BTC most likely is going to go up. If the dollar goes up, BTC most likely is going to come down. So you have to keep that into consideration. I'm always telling you guys, keep that in mind. There's a correlation between Bitcoin and the dollar. And it's an inverse correlation, meaning when the dollar goes up, the DXY, BTC usually goes down. But then again, we've been hovering in these numbers. Remember that we went all the way down here to the 33,000 right here, and we managed to come back up. We kind of making this lateral movement to the upside. We sort of came back down again, retesting this area here. But that's what BTC does. Look, guys, all this time here, this is what BTC tends to do. Now, what I'm expecting, if I want to see something that gives me an idea that we going in the right direction, I need BTC to reclaim at least the 40,000 around here. All right, there's areas here, 40,000 here. There's movement here, 40,000 touches here, all through here, 40,000 touching 40,000. And again, guys, like I keep saying, if you want to know how Bitcoin is moving, just look left. All right, you look left and you have an idea more or less what Bitcoin is going to do eventually. So what can we extrapolate from looking at the left? We can extrapolate that maybe Bitcoin can come back down again, retest this thing, and go up and down and up again. Maybe we also can extrapolate that BTC maybe is on the last leg or very close to just doing this up and down here lateral movement and then shoot back up and try to regain the 40,000, 41,000, and probably try to regain these numbers up here on top of the 200 MA. That'll be great. If it does that, it'll be great, because we really, guys, we lost 50% of Bitcoin value from this top here all the way down here. So a lot of people are really crushed. They sort of left, most likely abandoned Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. But this is the time to buy, guys. If you have dry powder, meaning if you have any still cash, this is the good time to buy Bitcoin. These areas below here. All right. So, having said that, this is only a blip in Bitcoin history. Okay, Bitcoin always goes through these phases. Let's open the Stochastic Rsi here. Let me show you something. At least on the daily, and this is the daily, we have the BTC, as you can see here, is kind of coming back down here again. Okay, so we used to have this movement up. It's now again crossing the red line on top, the blue line at the bottom or on the inside, which means we may have some downside movement to the downside to go. How low, we have no idea. But again, if you move from the daily to the weekly, the same thing it's happening here in terms of BTC, just coming all the way down. But there's a you might say there's a little line at the end of the tunnel, and this BTC sort of showing kind of the both lines here converging, red on top, blue behind, which means it's going down. But here they're kind of intertwining, and right now you could see the blue one. I don't know if you could see that, but the blue one is slightly on top, and they touching again. There's a good chance that probably is gonna come back down here, and then the red line is gonna climb up again, just like it did. Let's see if we can find this. Well, nah, like probably like it did right here, where the line or the red line was on top and the blue one at the bottom. So we ride on this movement. Hopefully BTC gains some grounds back and move from 36 to maybe 37, 38, and this would not happen, and then just the blue line is gonna come back up again. And this is the Stochastic Rsi. This basically tells you guys if BTC is oversold or overbought. Okay, so usually when we below these levels here, as you can see, all these levels, they're sort of lining up. They matching the 0.18, if you will, here, the 0.18. So this all matching up. And usually when the BTC, and this is on the weekly, guys, usually when BTC is this overbought, or meaning all the way at the bottom, it finds a way to climb back up. So hopefully, again, like I said before, you look left and you have an idea what BTC might do eventually. We kind of going through this up and down, small up and downs here. It's the same thing that BTC is doing here. And guess what? It went right up. So let's hope that we mimic the movement in past times. And this is the way for BTC to start gaining some strength. How high could go? It could go this high and come back down again. But at least, like I say, like this movement here on the weekly is matching this candle here. So look, when BTC, we're gonna examine this area here and just pretend that this is the same area around here when BTC started going up. So basically what I'm saying is this area here represents all this flat lining down here at the bottom, and then finally started going up. So what I'm expecting is BTC to sort of do the same here, go flat line here, both lines, the red and the blue kind of intertwine, and at some point start shooting back up again. But it's gonna do this if BTC starts going up. Remember, guys, this is this happened. This is a lagger sort of indicator, meaning BTC first make the move and then this will show up. But how do we use this, guys? Why we use it? Like I said before, and I keep saying again, if you look left, usually the movement that you see here, it gets mimicked or it imitates or it gets repeated in some shape or form by BTC in the future. So this is the movement that we are now. You can see my cursor here. This is all at the bottom. It hasn't gone any lower so far for a lot of weeks. So I'm hoping that this move is going to now have BTC climbing back up and gaining some ground, at least to the 40, 42, 41,000. And then if the move goes up, you're gonna see this line's going up again. So let's go now and check the MACD. This is another indicator that we use to sort of gauge the strength. This is not looking good, but if you see, we went from red, really dark red, which is basically downsized, and this is what happened all throughout here, to a light sort of pink color. And usually that tells you that unless unless we have a big crash that comes probably all the way down here, or maybe lower 29,000, 30,000, then it's gonna start going from light blue or light pink, to maybe something like this. So it's coming down like that, and you might see this thing coming back up again, getting shorter, 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 until it finds this area here, and they start changing to green. But what do we need to see? We need to see BTC, or the MACD on the BTC indicator, to sort of come down here and then come up again here. But why do I say this again, guys? Like I always repeat, this move is mimicking this one, right? See the crossover here, blue top, red at the bottom, and then it cross, blue top, red bottom, and it cross here again. It's coming back, it's coming down now, it's coming down here, and here it went up again. So I'm expecting BTC to sort of, this indicator to at some point start coming up again. This is a lagging indicator, meaning BTC have to make its move first before this one start curling back up. Let's hope for that, guys. It's gonna be really good to see that. So if you go to the monthly, I just want to show you something, and also here you can see again a Stochastic Rsi and the MACD on the monthly. This is sort of a macro view. We're kind of pulling away and seeing the macro side of it. Okay, so what are we gathering from this picture? Okay, we see that again, we kind of at the bottom here, we might go lower, but usually this indicates that this is the lowest we probably will be. And now hopefully BTC on the monthly, so it takes longer to make that move because it's a monthly, it's 30 days. It'll probably start curling up, and that's what we want to see, the curling up of the blue and crossing over the red, just like it did here, and climb back up. We're all waiting for that, but this has been down on the 30s too long, so he needs to kind of give us a breather. And again, I would like to show you guys, this is a video that I just wanted to give you some breath of fresh air, if you will, because it's sort of in this area, it's not doing too many things, and the movement is really stagnant, if you will. But still, we believe that it's going to go to at least 800,000, and I believe it's going to happen this year. This is only February, so yeah, it has ways to go, but it will do. And with that, I'm going to show you the final and last chart, which is the BLX, guys. I wrote this for you, and this is what I call the logarithmic growth curve. This is BTC since started making its move in 2011. See how it goes, touches the upper band here, comes down to the lower band. This is the bear market, one of the first ones. Then it goes to move, you know, along the line of the at the bottom of the support band at the bottom, and then shoot up again, touch the line again, another bear market, and then this another move to the upside. This is the move where we kind of got to know BTC in the around this year, September 2017. So it went up to 20,000 and back up again. This is the bear market of 2018, really terrible, like 80-something% down. And then we went up around July 2019 to 14,000 and change. Came back down here. This is the Kobe crash all the way. We penetrated the lower band, came all the way here to 4,000. Some numbers, they said 350, 380, but it was a good time to accumulate. But guess what, guys? It did not went below the previous low. It has never done that, and it never will, because the way the curve is going. BTC is always gonna come back down, but very rarely it's gonna come back down to the previous low, which is 3,000. Come back down all the way here, probably 18,000. Could do it, I doubt it though. But I'm gonna show you this. And again, if you look up here, this is the 67,000. This is, you almost touched the top. Usually when you touch the top, that indicates the end of the bull market, and then we go through a bear market. But here it did not touch it, but it went back down because it was way too extended and it needed to rest. So where did it rest? It rests right in the middle of this line here and went back up again. This time went back up to 69, 68,000 and went back down again. So at this point, currently we right around hugging this line here. And again, what we're expecting BTC to do, to hold the line, right? Like the song goes, hold the line, hold the line. And yeah, we expect BTC to hold the line here. And at some point, like I said before, start climbing up, climbing up, climbing up. Of course, with up and down movement. And again, this is the monthly, all right? Every candle represents 30 long days. So this is a candle, another month, another month. So there's a chance, guys, that BTC might come down around these areas, right? There's a chance. But we're hoping that probably this is where BTC is gonna hold, just like it hold here and here, barely almost, and then it start climbing back up again. So I draw this green line here. This is around September 22nd. This is the last quarter of the year, and I don't think BTC might go to, at some point BTC have to go up, basically I'm trying to say, and touch this line here again, the upper band. And guys, and of course I'll be with you here, I'll be making my videos, I'll be asking you again to leave your comments, to hit the bell twice, one click, another click, so you can get my videos, right? But what I'm saying is this: if Bitcoin, when and if touches the upper band here, it's time to play safe. What do I mean by that? Sell some of the Bitcoin, sell it, because there's a good chance that it's gonna correct down again. Now, I'm not expecting Bitcoin to reach these numbers probably in the first quarter, like February, March, or something like that. I think it needs to sort of have a little, some of this, some of this kind of movement for a little while, and then shoot up again. And we might be expecting BTC probably to reach the $100,000, which is right here. Maybe go above that, like almost it did here, and punch through the upper band. This is the area, guys, around last quarter of this year, or maybe early quarter, first quarter of the 2023. It might seem like a long time, but guess what? If you're telling me that Bitcoin at 39, maybe 33, right? And they say you gotta hold it for a whole year to get $100,000. Count me in, baby. Count me in, because I'll be holding Bitcoin till the end. Okay, so I wanted to leave you guys with this picture of this logarithm curve. Basically, it's telling you, yeah, hold the line. BTC hopefully is gonna hold the line here. Might go a little lower again, revisit at 36, 35, 33,000, maybe even lower, and go and hug the line at $30,000 on here, and probably shoot back up again, and then start going, making its way up to the golden number, the $100,000. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Guys, trade safe, trade smart. Tito Crypto. See you the next time. Bye.